Welcome everybody to another episode here at Light Hill Academy, where we share our experiences to make you better storytellers. Well, today I'm going to be talking about something really cool, something we haven't done on this channel before. I'm going to talk about a camera recommendation. So stick around, take it away. When you're starting out as a photographer, as a videographer, what camera should you buy? Now, we've talked about gear on this channel. Check out this video or this tag and you can watch that video and you can see some of the things we're talking about in terms of gear. But now, specifically today, I'm going to be talking about what camera should you consider when you start out as a photographer and you start out as a videographer. Guys, no, it's not the latest Alexa Mini. It's not a Red. It's not a Blackmagic Cinema Pocket camera. It is not the Sony X3. I think it's a Sony X3. It's none of those. It's actually a camera that came out in 2012, and I've been using it since today. And actually, we're recording today's episode and all the previous episodes we've been recording on this little camera. Guys, it is called the Canon 700D or Canon Rebel T5i, if I'm not mistaken. It is a great little camera. I bought that camera for myself back in 2012. And the thing that impressed me most about this little camera is I'm using it, I have been using it till today, not only to shoot vlogs, but also to do photos on and to teach students how to use a camera. This camera came out and onto the market, and Canon released it for the prosumer camera enthusiasts. I think they didn't realize the video potential that's stuck in this little camera. And for, independent filmmakers or video production people, if I can put it, or independent videographers, this became a go-to camera, an affordable go-to camera to shoot promos, to shoot interviews, and to shoot weddings and events and all of those things with. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons why we recommend this camera for you to start with. Guys, my first reason is this camera is super affordable on the used market. Yes, it's not a brand new camera, it is a used camera. And I think for somebody that's just starting out, they want to feel for photography, they want to feel for videography. I think this, in terms of budget and not breaking the bank, is a great little camera to start with. Now, I bought my camera as part of a kit. I got an 18 to 55 millimeter zoom lens with it. I got a telephoto zoom with it, 70 to 300 mil, and I got a nifty 50 or a prime that I actually gave away to a friend that I'm actually regretting now because I haven't gotten another prime lens yet, and I love prime lenses. Now, guys, I bought that as part of a kit. It came with a charger, it came with an 16 gig, I think, SD card. If you go and you buy this on something like Facebook Marketplace or any sort of online, used store, you'll probably find that there are still great 700Ds or T5Is out there that you can make use of and that you can get at an affordable price. Just make sure the camera works, the battery charger works, stick an SD card in it, snap a few photos with it, take it through the modes, all of those wonderful things. Just make sure it works. Absolutely works before you buy it from that person. And you can put those amazing negotiation skills to work and probably get it for even less than what it was advertised. The second reason why we think you should be considering this camera is not overwhelming in terms of its learning capability. Meaning, when you pick up this camera and you look at it, it's got an easy to use user interface. Its menu system is not complex. It's not got 1,000 complex features and technical things that you need to learn. It is advanced enough that you can take it to the next level, and it's basic enough that you can start to learn certain key things about photography and videography as you learn and work with this camera. And the main thing for me is that it's not overwhelming. When people start in videography and photography, they want to buy the best cameras out there. And also maybe they don't want to buy the best cameras out there because they're worried, how am I going to learn all of this stuff? This feels very daunting. I don't know. And that's why I think this camera is amazing, because it sort of fits into, it can get advanced, but also it can be very basic, and some of the cool things you can learn from it and use in your projects that you're busy with. Now I know, and this is the third reason, many of us want to jump into the dark side, and we want to be overwhelmed with a lot of technical things you can do with a camera. So Magic Lantern came out to solve this problem. No, it is not the next series for Game of Thrones or the next movie for Harry Potter. Magic Lantern is software that you actually load onto the SD card of this amazing camera, and it unlocks a whole bunch of features and advanced features that you can use with this camera. Now, for example, when you have the 700D, it's got presets for its color temperature. You can't actually adjust the color temperature to whatever setting you want, like with more advanced or more professional video cameras and photography cameras. So by using Magic Lantern, you can actually dial in your color temperature to the exact color temperature that you want. Also, I think what is amazing is you can see your shutter speed and you can see your shutter angle. If you've learned videography or you started to dabble in videography, you should know about shutter angle. If you don't, go check it out. It's something really cool to learn in relation to shutter speed, because a photo camera works with shutter speed, or DSLR camera, and a video camera works with shutter angle. They do basically the same thing, but the one is working with moving pictures and the other one is working with still images. There's a whole host of other features. You can shoot RAW with this little camera. You can change bitrate on this camera. There's so many things that you can now do and access because of Magic Lantern. So you can go from learning really all the basic things to growing and learning more advanced things about this camera and its capability by using Magic Lantern. Now guys, I'm going to end off with this. By no means is this camera going to be the camera that is going to do everything for you. It has its limitations, but I'm recommending this camera as a camera to start out with. One of the things that impressed me most about this little camera is I'm still using it today, and it's still giving me quality pictures, quality video that I can work with, and I think that is fantastic, plus all the other features that Magic Lantern gives me. Guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please like and subscribe, and also share this video on your social media channels and help us reach more people and educate them more on telling their stories more effectively. Also, leave a comment. Maybe there's a camera that you'd like to recommend for starter videographers and photographers. Guys, I'm gonna leave you with my quote of the day. Success is where opportunity and preparation meet.